So what's sort of the premise behind Super Y?
So Super Y are preschool superheroes with the power to read.
Okay.
So there's an everyday problem that happens in Storybrooke Village. They live behind the books in the library, and so all of their friends are fairy tale characters that live in this little world. And something will happen, like the littlest pig from the Three Pigs, his buildings keep getting knocked down by Jill from Jack and Jill, and he's just kind of being a little bully. And so he gets really upset, he doesn't know what to do, and so the little group comes together and they go into the book club and they transform into superheroes. So the littlest pig from the Three Pigs turns into Alpha Pig with alphabet power, and Little Red Riding Hood turns into Wonder Red with word power, and Princess from Princess and the Pea turns into Princess Presto with spelling power, and then Super Y has the power to read, and so he brings it all together. And Super Y's thing is that his older brother is Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk, and he doesn't have his own story, so his story is the Super Y story.
Gotcha.
And he jumps inside books so that he can find the answers to everyone's problems. And they go into the bully episode, they go into the Three Little Pigs and talk to the wolf because he's blowing down everyone's houses and he's being so mean, and why is he being so mean? And we go on this whole journey where I get the kids to practice literacy skills all the way through until we finally confront the wolf and we ask him why he's being so big and bad. And he says, because that's my story. See, there was this big bad wolf. And then we change the story with our word power and save the day.
I love that.
It's fun.
So how do you know it's working?
Well, we do research. We're constantly out there with kids, constantly. So we have our Lean and Mean research department here at the office, and they're out with kids. And then we talk to teachers and we talk to parents, and we test it at 3 different stages. And so like a really, really early stage of a script, we'll get feedback and we'll rewrite scripts and to see how it's working. And then all the way through a content analysis where we look at the full episode and see what's working, what's not working. And then ratings are really, really high, and the buzz, people are, constantly emailing. I mean, with all of the sites now that I'm really getting all this feedback, which is so helpful.
How rewarding is that?
Oh, it's the best. It's like so great. When finally, I'll say what I do and people won't say, what is that? And we're like, sometimes they're like, oh, my kid loves that show.
Right.
Or there's all these videos of kids, singing our songs and learning, or, we get the really great letters of moms saying how much their kids are now pointing out letters all around the room, or wanting to read different books that are about the Three Little Pigs, all the fractured fairy tales or whatever. So it's kind of fun.
So how do you conceive of all of these stories? I mean, did you, when you were a child, have a little diary that you wrote down these fairy tales or stories?
I put on plays a lot as a kid. Like my sister and I were constantly, in imaginary mode and playing a lot. And I was always interested in writing. I was interested in Mr. Rogers as a kid. I would talk back to him, and it was kind of a big deal. And I think the entertainment thing, the idea that the TV was always just so interesting. And I think that the ideas really come from kids. And what's so interesting is not very many people in kids television actually have child development background and education or masters in child development. And so they're not that they're guessing what kids like, but when you really know how they think and how they learn and what makes them laugh, it just changes. How many stories you can tell. There's a gazillion stories from their point of view. And so that's kind of what always keeps me going. It's the kids themselves, and it's just kind of knowing what I as a mom would want on TV for kids, because obviously I'm so picky too in terms of I went into this because I hated what was on TV for kids and wanted to change it, one show at a time.
Oh, you filled that void.
I love it.